Dear friends, today we are going to learn about an important concept which is drawing the global attention. It's about the concept of sustainable development, its need and importance in the development process. The United Nations organization is emphasizing on Sustainable Development Goals or SDGs to ensure sustainability in the process of development. The SDGs are a set of global goals to transform the world in 15 years, that is from 2016 to 2030. SDGs are also called Agenda 2030. They are universal plan of action or a blueprint to achieve better quality of life to every human being on the globe and also safeguard the planet and its natural resources for future generations. It aims to say goodbye to extreme poverty, achieve zero hunger, improve the quality of education, provide better health services, and address all global challenges to ensure peace, prosperity for the present and for future generations. Now let us understand what is sustainable development. Sustainable development is an idea of planning the human development goals while sustaining the ability of natural systems to meet the needs of future generations. It simply means achieve economic and social development without disturbing the environment. The World Commission on Environment and Development, constituted by United Nations in 1983, has defined sustainable development as follows. The sustainable development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of the future generations to meet their own needs. Now let us understand the scale and scope of sustainable development goals. The 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development comprises 17 goals, 169 targets and 231 unique indicators. The Sustainable Development Goals are also called global goals because they are universal call of action to address pressing global challenges. Almost all member countries of United Nations have agreed to adopt this plan of action on 25th September 2015. Implementation of the action plan officially began on 1st January 2016. India is one of the signatories among 193 countries who have agreed to incorporate the idea in their development process. The SDGs are an extension of Millennium Development Goals. MDGs had 8 goals the world committed to achieve during 2000 to 2015. More than half of the global poverty was eradicated during 15 years period. Similarly, there were positive changes in the school enrollment, literacy rate, reduction in malnutrition among the children in the age group of 0 to 5 years, and maternal mortality rate, access to safe drinking water, etc. However, though MDGs achieved remarkable success, the achievements were not uniform. The SDGs were conceived as universal remedy for the unfinished goals of MDGs. SDGs are universal goals that works for all people by including some new areas such as climate change, economic inequality, innovation, sustainable consumption, peace and justice, etc. The goals under SDGs are interconnected, which means success in one goal leads to impact other goals as well. Following are the 17 Sustainable Development Goals. Goal number 1, no poverty. Goal 2, zero hunger. Goal 3, good health and well-being. Goal 4, quality education. Goal number 5, gender equality. Goal number 6, aims at clean water and sanitation. Goal number 7, affordable and clean energy. Goal 8, decent work and economic growth. Goal 9 aims at industry, innovation and infrastructure. Goal number 10 aims at reduced inequalities. Goal 11, sustainable cities and communities. Goal 12, responsible consumption and production. Goal 13 refers to climate action. Goal 14 refers to life below water. Goal 15 aims at life on land. Goal 16, peace, justice and strong institutions. And Goal 17, partnerships to achieve the goals. Now let us understand briefly what each goal intends to achieve. Goal number 1, no poverty. This goal aims at raising the incomes of the people living in extreme poverty and ensuring access to basic services. It focuses on addressing multidimensional poverty issues in a coordinated manner. It requires identifying people living in extreme poverty to help them come out from that predicament. If the goal of no poverty is to be successfully achieved at the national and regional level, the administration should ensure that all men and women, particularly the poor and vulnerable sections, have equal rights to economic resources and protect them from climate-related extreme events. They are to be protected from economic, social, and environmental upheavals. The local administration has to play a vital role in the effective implementation of the schemes targeted towards poverty alleviation. Goal number 2, zero hunger. This goal is about achieving a safe and nutritious diet for everyone throughout the year. This goal aims to achieve food security through sustainable agriculture. An estimated 194.4 million people are undernourished in India, which accounts for 14.5% of the population according to Food and Agriculture Organization. It requires support to boost agricultural production and strengthening transport infrastructure to promote local food chains. It needs to ensure availability of affordable, nutritious food at both urban and rural areas. Steps are to be taken to end malnutrition to mitigate stunting and wasting problems among children. Ensure availability of food for the poor and people in vulnerable situations throughout the year. Address nutritional needs of adults and girls, pregnant and lactating mothers, including aged persons. Increase the agricultural productivity and incomes of the farmers. Goal number 3, good health and well-being. Health is defined as complete physical, mental and social well-being and not merely the absence of diseases. Goal 3 aims to ensure healthy lives and promote well-being for all. It strives to improve the status of infant, child and maternal mortality on priority. India has made enormous strides over the past decade. The life expectancy has crossed 67 years. Diseases such as polio, worm disease and tetanus have been eradicated. Yet, communicable diseases are expected to remain a major concern for the health department. Necessary steps are to be taken to end preventable deaths of newborns and under 5 children. Epidemics like AIDS, tuberculosis, malaria and waterborne diseases are to be eradicated. Universal access to sexual and reproductive health care services, reduction in deaths and injuries due to road accidents, illnesses from hazardous chemicals, and air, water and soil pollution are the priority areas to be addressed to achieve better health and well-being. Now let us understand goal number 4, quality education. There are many challenges to achieve the goal of quality education. Most of the villages in India do not have proper schools. Poor learning outcomes, uneven literacy, low female literacy, male and female literacy gap are the major challenges. Most of our schools are not disabled friendly. According to a survey, a large number of adolescent girls are dropping out of school due to non-availability of separate toilet facilities in the school. Smart classrooms are necessary to facilitate interactive and high-quality learning, but we have not been able to provide such facilities in most of our schools. The goal number 4 aims to ensure free and equitable quality primary and secondary education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. Ensure better quality early child care to prepare them for primary education. Provide equal access for all women and men to affordable quality, technical, vocational and tertiary education. Eliminate gender disparities and provide vocational skills for the youths and adults to help them get decent jobs or venture entrepreneurship to promote sustainable development. Goal number 5 refers to gender equality. There are many challenges which need to be addressed to achieve gender equality. For example, sex-selective abortions, female infanticide, early marriage, trafficking of girls for prostitution and slavery are the serious issues that need to be tackled. Goal number 5 aims to end violence and discrimination against women and girls and ensure equal opportunities in all areas, eliminate harmful practices of child and early marriage of girls, strengthen social protection policies, create opportunities for leadership at all levels of decision making in political, economic and public life. Reforms to be strengthened to give equal rights to women on economic resources as well as ownership and control over land and other forms of property, financial services, inheritance and natural resources to achieve gender equality. Goal number 6 aims at providing clean water and sanitation. It is said that nearly 80% of India's drinking water needs are met by polluted groundwater sources. Rivers and other water bodies are getting polluted and freshwater ecosystems are at greater risk. Sanitation and hygiene are compromised, leading to different types of waterborne diseases. Climate changes due to global warming and melting of glaciers are severely impacting sea levels, leading to natural and man-made calamities like droughts and floods. This goal aims at ensuring access to clean drinking water and sanitation facilities for all. Improve water quality by reducing pollution, eliminating dumping and minimizing release of hazardous chemical materials to the rivers and encouraging recycling, sustainably increase water use efficiency across all sectors, address water scarcity and implement integrated water resource management at all levels. Goal number 7, affordable and clean energy. About 71% of electricity consumed in India generated by thermal power plants. Thermal pollution damages water ecosystems. The power generation through solar and wind is only 10%. India is the 4th largest consumer of oil and petroleum in the world. Our share of fossil energy is 79.8% and renewable energy is only 17.3%. Shortage of electricity in various parts of the country is hurting industrial production. Transmission bottlenecks are another cause of concern in many regions. Goal number 7 aims to make sure everyone has access to affordable, reliable, and green energy for all. Increase the share of renewable energy and work towards achieving energy efficiency by 2030. Goal number 8, decent work and economic growth. The challenges under Goal 8 are low per capita income, huge dependence on agriculture, increasing population, chronic unemployment and underemployment, slow growth of capital formation, inequality in wealth distribution, poor quality human capital, etc. The Goal 8 aims to promote inclusive and sustainable economic growth and ensure productive employment work for all. The new initiatives like Make in India, Startup India, Skill India, Digital India have the potential of creating employment opportunities. India needs to focus on manufacturing and need innovative strategies in education system. Growth of micro, small and medium enterprises, access to financial services with development-oriented policies that support productive activities are some of the priority areas need to be taken care of. Effective measures for the elimination of child labor, protection of labor rights, and promotion of safe and secured working environment are to be addressed to achieve the goal. Goal number 9, industry, innovation and infrastructure. Economic development and growth mainly depends on investment, infrastructure, innovations and technological progress. Investment in scientific research and innovation helps in achieving industrial growth and its sustainability. An estimated 4 billion people, mainly from developing countries, are still deprived of internet facilities. Bridging this digital gap is very essential to create equal opportunities, to ensure equal access and to achieve inclusive growth. Build resilient infrastructure, promote inclusive and sustainable industrialization with affordable and equitable access to everyone. Better support systems to small-scale industries with financial services and affordable credit systems and their integration to value chains and markets would significantly enhance industrial production and create jobs as well. Goal number 10, reduced inequalities. Rising inequality is adversely impacting human development. It's a roadblock to progress, and a large number of people are deprived of opportunities to improve their status. There is a consensus among the nations that economic growth is not sufficient to reduce poverty. The growth should be inclusive and sustainable in all three dimensions, namely economic, social and environmental. Serious efforts are to be made to ensure that the income of the people in extreme poverty is raised to the national average. Focus attention on meeting the needs of the disadvantaged and marginalized sections of the society. Government needs to evolve sound policies and strengthen existing schemes aimed towards poverty alleviation without disparities among races, sexes, religions and ethnicities to create conditions of equality. A comprehensive strategy of inclusion, financial empowerment and social security is in progress in India through Jan Dhan Yojana, Aadhaar and mobile programs. They are in line with goal number 10 of SDGs. Goal 11 relates to sustainable cities and communities. The pace of urbanization has picked up and the urban population is rapidly increasing. The number of mega cities with more than 10 million population has increased to 7 and nearly 17% of the urban population live in slums in most unhealthy and unhygienic conditions. Many schemes have been initiated to improve the life in urban areas. For example, Smart Cities Mission, Jawaharlal Nehru National Urban Renewable Mission and Atal Mission for Rejuvenation of Urban Transformation, which is also called as Amrut, and so on. The Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana is another scheme aimed to achieve housing for all by 2022. The goal is to make the cities and the human settlements safe, inclusive, resilient and sustainable. Goal number 12, responsible consumption and production. Planet Earth is undergoing a massive stress due to unprecedented growth in global population, which is likely to reach 9.6 billion by 2050. More than 1 billion people still do not have access to fresh water. India is home to 18% of the world's population but has only 4% of global water resources. India is the third highest emitter of carbon dioxide and responsible for 6.9% of global emission. Goal number 12 aims to provide access to basic services, achieve infrastructure sustainability, and achieve better quality of life to all. The adverse impact on the planet can be reduced by responsible production and consumption. Awareness creation should be undertaken on the sustainable consumption and lifestyles. Efficient use of natural resources, reduction in wastage of food, sound management of chemical waste, promotion of recycling and reuse, reduction in the release of pollutants in the air, water and soil to minimize the impact on human health and environment are some of the steps to be initiated to achieve this goal. Goal number 13, climate action. Climatic changes are impacting our daily lives and disrupting national economies. Weather patterns are changing, leading to extreme weather events like heat waves, droughts, floods, rising sea level, cyclones, etc. Water management and food security are getting disrupted everywhere. Increase in the average global temperature is causing melting of glaciers and snow sheets in Arctic region, rising sea levels. Carbon dioxide emission has increased by 50% since 1990 and the process has quickened during the period 2000 to 2010 at the global level. India is the third highest carbon emitting country. The Government of India has adopted a national action plan on climate change and launched a national mission for Green India. Efforts are being made to tap more and more renewable energy sources like solar and wind energy, and to sustain Himalayan ecosystems and encourage strategic knowledge for climate change. We need to create awareness among people about the causes and consequences of climatic changes and strengthen resilience and adaptive capacity to climate-related hazards and natural disasters. We need to create awareness among people about the causes and consequences of climatic changes and strengthen resilience and adaptive capacity of climate-related hazards and natural disasters. Goal number 14, life below water. Over 3 billion people depend on marine and coastal biodiversity for their living. Oceans cover 3/4 of Earth's surface and contain 97% of water. Oceans absorb about 40% of carbon dioxide produced by humans. They are the largest primary source of protein for many people. Rapid depletion of fish species in many countries is a big cause of concern. About 40% of the world's oceans are polluted due to human activities, causing depleted fisheries and loss of coastal habitats. Steps are to be taken to protect our coasts and oceans and conserve marine resources for sustainable development. Reduce marine pollution to protect marine and coastal ecosystems and take restoration measures wherever required. Cleaning of marine debris and nutrient pollution is to be undertaken on priority to achieve healthy and productive oceans. Encourage small-scale artisans depending on marine resources. Goal number 15, life on land. World is witnessing unprecedented land degradation at present. Every year, 12 million hectares are getting added to desertification. About 8% of animal breeds out of 8,300 are extinct and 22% are at the risk of extinction. Land is as important as the oceans for our sustenance and livelihood. Plant life is the highest contributor to the human diet, and we are depending on agriculture as an important economic resource and means of development. Forests provide vital habitats for millions of species, and they are an important source of clean air and water, crucial for combating climatic changes. This goal aims to protect forest resources, wildlife ecosystems, and reverse land degradation, natural resources and loss of biodiversity, restore terrestrial and inland freshwater ecosystems, mountains, etc. Halt deforestation, increase afforestation, reduce degradation of natural habitat, and protect and prevent the extinction of species. Goal number 16, peace, justice, and strong institutions. Our world is increasingly divided. While some regions are very peaceful and enjoying prosperity, other regions are facing conflicts and violence. Sustainable development cannot be achieved without peace, stability, and effective governance. Economic growth often gets disturbed due to armed violence and impacts on development. Countries need to take measures to tackle crime, exploitation, sexual violence, and torture, and safeguard rule of law. SDGs aim to promote peaceful and inclusive societies provide access to justice for all, and build effective, inclusive institutions at all levels. The goal also focuses on reduction of violence, reduce corruption, build transparent institutions, representative decision making, access to information and protection of fundamental rights are essential prerequisites to achieve this goal. Goal number 17, partnership for the goals. The success of 16 Sustainable Development Goals depends on goal number 17, which promotes partnership between governments, private sector, and the civil society for achieving 16 goals. SDGs are global development agenda that requires linking people through information, technology, networks, promotion of international trade, and strengthening data collection and analysis. India has to strengthen its global partnership, build networks within the region and with other member countries to succeed in achieving Agenda 2030, strengthen the means of implementation, domestic resource mobilization through robust tax revenue collection mechanisms to ensure smooth flow of financial resources required for achieving 16 Sustainable Development Goals. We need to evolve coherent policies to strengthen public-public partnership, public-private partnership, and civil society partnerships.